In One Piece, there are so many amazing devil fruits, and honestly, they're all amazing that I want to rank them. All of them.
All of them?
Well, not necessarily at once. What I mean by that is this is going to be a first part of a multi-part series of where I rank devil fruits, depending on basically order of appearance from saga to saga. So we have the East Blue to Arabasta sagas, which is 21 devil fruits that we're going to be ranking. Remember, this isn't ranked based off power, it's just pretty much if I liked them or not, you know? So let's just get started with the number 21. The very last on their list is the Hito Hito no Mi, or the human fruit. The reason why it's last on the list as number 21 is mainly because of how useless it is. Literally, the only saving grace about this fruit is if it's eaten by an animal, and Chopper is a pretty good animal for it to be eaten by, but literally it's described as if a human were to eat the Hito Hito no Mi, they would become enlightened, which is boring. I'm sorry, that's boring. The only way this could be an interesting fruit is if you ate a model version, like model Buddha, which, I mean, Buddha is fucking cool, but like, being enlightened is for losers, I'm not gonna lie. And yes, I do know the irony of me saying that. Number 20 is the Mogu Mogu no Mi, or the mole fruit. The only reason why this is higher than Hito Hito no Mi is that it's an actual animal. Like, out of all the animals in the entire kingdom of fucking animals in One Piece, why a mole? Like, actually, why a mole? There's so many better niggas you could have chosen. Leopards, you know, a zebra, fucking spiders, something. But a mole? Really? A mole? Come on, bro. Let's just get into number 19. Number 19, we got the Toge Toge no Mi, or the Spike fruit. The only reason why it's this low on the list is mainly the basic power of turning anything in your body to spikes, which, yes, is very dangerous. I mean, there are definitely better fruits that I'd rather pick. But again, it's way better than the Hito Hito no Mi and the Momo fruit, so that's definitely for sure. At number 18, we got the Ino Ino no Mi model, oh god, for the life of me, guys, I'm sorry, I can't say its goddamn name. The dog fruit model, how do you even say that? Wiener dog. It's the fucking wiener dog. I don't know what the actual name for a wiener dog is. I can't say it. The only reason why it's this low, I guess, is because I like dogs, but like wiener dogs are like, I don't know, low tier type breeds. I just don't like wiener dogs, guys, I'm not gonna lie. At number 17, we got the dog fruit model Jackal. Now, the reason why this is higher than the wiener dog fruit is mainly because I think jackals are cooler, not gonna lie. At number 16, we have the smooth fruit, or the, I'm not even gonna look up the Japanese name, mainly because I have like zero care for this fruit. It actually surprised me how high I put this up on the list, considering the fact that it's one of my least favorite fruits. Oh, what, you get skin, you can skate on the ground? That's its only saving grace, by the way. The reason why it's higher than most other fruits below it is because you get to skate on the ground. That's it. That's all. Fuck Alvida. Now the top 15 ranked devil fruits of the East Blue to Arabasta sagas. Number 15 is Ox model Bison. The reason why I put the Ox fruit model Bison specifically high up in this list is mainly because of how useful it is. Firstly, turning into a bison makes you stronger, and I also like the way it looks. And it's mainly like versatile in that, you know, you get to turn into a bison. It's mainly the bison part. I actually just really like the bison part. However, it's also restricted because, you know, bison. That's it. That's all your powers are. I really like it though. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like, geez Louise. And number 14, we have the wax fruit. I'm pretty sure this is our first Logia, and the reason why it's number 14 is because it's our first Logia. Out of all the elements that you probably could have chosen to turn into, wax is like, I mean, it's not bad, but it's like, I mean, there are better ones I'd rather choose, like flame or smoke or lightning or anything else, honestly. Also, for any little gremlin fucks who say wax is a paramecia, it still applies. I'd rather be literally anything else than fucking wax. So don't do that, okay? Okay, haha, I beat you to it, bitch. Yeah, yeah, I put it in the comics, wax is actually a paramecia. Yeah, fuck you, I caught you, gremlin fuck. And for our lucky number 13, we have the Munch fruit. Now, despite this being Ice Spice's favorite word, honestly, this fruit is only this low because of its user. I mean, the concept is cool, which is why it's number 13. but the user fucking sucks, which is why it's number 13. Do you understand? Am I wrong for saying I don't like Wapple? Like, who the fuck is a Wapple stand? I swear to God, if you go in the comments and say you're a fucking Wapple stand and I'm wrong for this, you could Number 12, the kilo fruit. Now, this fruit is actually a pretty cool idea. The ability to like change your weight is like pretty cool. I mean, there are definitely better fruits, which is why it's number 12, but like, you know, it's definitely not top 10, but it's pretty close. I can see it. I actually like the idea. Number 11, the dice fruit. Now, same thing for number 12. I can see it as a very useful ability, but it's not top 10, if you know what I'm saying. The number 10 spot on our devil fruit ranking from East Blue to Arabasta is number 10, the bind fruit. I really like the ability for this fruit. The ability to bind things together, especially yourself, it's really cool in my eyes, okay? And if you have a grievance, if you have a fucking qualm about me putting it number 10, you can just bind your head to my dick. Number 9, we got the bomb fruit. I just really like explosion powers. Like, Megumi is my favorite character in Konosuba, and best girl, don't at me. And also I really like Bakugo's explosion quirk, and I like the bomb fruit a lot more. You know, I like explosions. I'm a fucking child. You can call me that. I like pretty lights, my fault. And number 8, we got the bird fruit model Falcon. Now, honestly, this was originally gonna be a lot lower on the tier list, I'm not gonna lie, except for the fact that with this fruit, you're a walking nuke. Like, it's actually kind of funny. Like, honestly, I thought this fruit was low-key kind of useless until I saw him blow himself up with it and survive. That's just insane. At number 7, we got the clone fruit. Now, I'm not gonna have any biases just because, you know, a top 10 character uses this fruit. I won't name, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna use a bias, but it's pretty useful. So, you know, there's that. But like, not top 5 useful, you know what I'm saying? Number 6, we got the sand fruit. Again, no biases because like a top 10 character uses this fucking fruit, but like, low-key, turning into sand is pretty fucking useful. Gaara is a G, and so is Crocodile. I mean, that nigga was really putting the works on our boy, but like low-key, you know, like everything in the top 5 is honestly a little more useful. I mean, yeah, sand is good for combat, but like every day, like average shit, you'll just be like the most annoying person ever, I'm not gonna lie. Now we have the top 5 devil fruits in One Piece from the East Blue to Arabasta, or Arabasta, because I keep saying it wrong. I'm really sorry for that, by the way. Number 5, we have the flame fruit. Again, you know, no bias because it's a top 10 character who uses it twice. The flame fruit is very useful. I mean, fire powers in anime, like, they're all gonna be useful. Like, any fire useful is probably the most useful on their team. I say probably because there are some dumbasses out there. And Ace is a G, by the way, but like, Loki, the way he uses it is pretty interesting. I really like the way he like shoots fire. It's cool, okay? It's cool. I'm sorry, like fire powers. You know, boom me right now, do it, pussy. Number 4, we got the plume fruit. Now, the only reason why this is higher than number 5 is because I like smoke powers. I like smoke in you know, Mortal Kombat. I like Smoker in One Piece. I like Joker in Fire Force. Smoke powers are just fucking cool, and they're cooler than flame powers. Don't at me. Number 3 is the flower fruit. Now, I actually put it at number 3 mainly because it's an idea that I think should be used more in both anime, manga, comic books, and etc. Mainly because the ability to sprout your limbs anywhere and everywhere you want is cool, and like, you know, it should be used a lot more often, I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool ability that definitely has enough range for it to be different from the way it's shown in One Piece. So, you know, maybe someone should do that, you know, someone should do that, like, out there if you make content. Number 2, we have because you're not expecting this one, I promise, the chop fruit. The ability to split yourself into parts and then move them individually is actually pretty cool, and I'm actually glad it was done in a different anime like My Hero Academia. But if Zoro had this fruit, not gonna lie, low-key, he might be able to beat me, Hawkeye. I'm just saying. And the number 1 fruit from East Blue to Arabasta is the Gomu no Mi, or the Gum fruit. Now, I know you may have seen this coming because, of course, it's the main character's fruit. Of course, it's the best. But actually, I want to applaud Oda for this one. I normally hate the main characters of an anime's power. Like, actually, I think they suck half the time. Luffy is like one of the only main characters in any anime that have actually liked their powers more than liked any other power. And that's mainly because I like stretchy powers, okay? I think they're funny. I think Luffy's funny. And, you know, sue me, okay? Sue me. I like the series, whatever. But I just want this to be clear. Going forward, in any arc, I'm not actually going to put the Gomu Gomu no Mi into the ranking. This also includes any repeated fruits. For example, when I get to Marineford, I'm not going to add, you know, Luffy or Buggy's fruit because we have already seen them in East Blue to Arabasta. Or this includes any Straw Hat who has a devil fruit. Once I rank their devil fruit, that's the ranking, not changing it. The only time I am going to change the Gomu Gomu no's ranking, and the only time I'm going to rank it twice, is in Wano for very specific reasons. And those are my rankings of the devil fruits between East Blue and Arabasta. Depending on how many devil fruits I have to go through between other arcs, this might be from, you know, Sky Island Saga to, let's say, maybe Dressrosa if there's not a lot of devil fruits, which there will be, so trust me, it's not going to be like that big. But the reason why I'm splitting them up into sections like this is because it's easier for me, because I have to rewatch the series and recalculate all this bullshit. And also, you know, stuff like that. I have to rewatch. That's why this video is going to take a long time, because I have to like skim through the entire series to find every devil fruit. And half of this is through memory. So anyway, bye-bye.